Hey guys, I know you're kind of sick of seeing me and seeing my voice and not seeing my feet and all, but let me just tell you, my feet here, you can see my toe. My pinky toe on my right foot's still kind of in the healing process. My other foot is kind of, it's getting there. It's just sensitive. So just please bear with me till they both heal completely. Anyways, so, I actually kind of want to give a little bit of, like, a comparison between, Josh Duggar and Drake Bell, and let me just, preface this by saying, I don't think one is better than the other. I'm just going to compare them, and then and also, I don't think, whichever way these people did it is right or wrong. Again, it's just my opinion, seeing what they're doing differently and how they're handling their cases and all that stuff. Okay, so just get to get that out of the way. So, as many of you guys have seen with Drake Bell's thing, he pleaded guilty and is now incarcerated for child endangerment. And Josh Duggar is still out of prison, and he and his family are dealing with this. Like, although a few things to keep in mind. I'm not sure if, like, his custodians are paid for it, or like, if there's any incentive for it. I don't know if there's. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, like, saying, it is just like. Sorry, just kind of hit my funny bone, so please just kind of just go with it. Anyways, so I don't know if there's an incentive. I want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt until I'm positive of whatever. And so I'm not sure if there's a an incentive, if why the house looks all kind of weird now that he's staying there, and why Josh is trying to stay out of the public light and all that stuff. Which, by the way, the family also is kind of staying out of the spotlight to some degree, especially now that TLC canceled the show Counting On, which is like, that's, at least they're taking some kind of a stand, so, sort of, because I heard TLC canceled Here Comes Honey Boo Boo as soon as the mom was found out to be dating, but the good news is the Duggars are no longer on TV. 19 Kids Accounting was canceled back in 2015, and now 6 years later, Counting On is off. So now the Duggars completely off the air. No more TV for them. So yeah. Anyway, so, and a lot of not all of them, but a lot of the older kids who are married and are living their own independent lives, they're trying to distance themselves from their mom and dad, their brother, and all that stuff. And in my opinion, that's actually really, really brave of them to do, because a lot of them are now starting their own lives and just living without their mom and dad and all that stuff. So that's good that the kids are doing that. It's also kind of sad because, it's like, we grew up seeing these kids with their family, and, we'd never think we'd ever see them leave the family homestead, and now they are. Well, the older ones are anyways, but And now Jim Bob is kind of like trying to help Josh fight this massive legal battle that they said that they said the Biden administration is out to get us, which again doesn't make sense because I think the investigation kind of started in 2019, a year before the election. So that the 2020 election. So that doesn't make sense. Apparently they're not giving any information on the ex-con. They allege that this is from this shady ex-con we hired, and I'm like, who we will not name and will not give you any information. I'm like, that's a little weird. And also, here's another thing I just realized. They don't do background. Apparently, Josh's company didn't do background checks, which a lot of companies do. So that's a massive. The Shady X-Con is kind of a massive plot hole because it's like, you don't tell us anything about this person. We don't know who they are, what their record is, and you didn't realize this beforehand? That just, And again, I'm not saying that that's, the way to go with this any more than I say, oh, Drake Bell's, pleading guilty is the way to go on his case. Not saying that in any way, shape, or form, okay? But the massive caveat is, and I'm not saying that Drake Bell pleading guilty means he's innocent any more than I think Josh Duggar being outside and saying he is innocent is. So I'm not saying either one's right. I'm just saying to each his own, but I'm pretty sure Drake Bell will probably get some kind of a shorter sentence. Sort of. If you plead guilty, you tend to get slightly shorter than if you don't, so okay. But that's the biggest differences, and it is all kind of like massively weird with Josh Duggar's case, so anyways, see ya!